head of an anti-vaccine group will now work at the CDC in the agency's Vaccine Safety Office. Lynn Redwood is a nurse, and she served as president of Children's Health Defense, a group founded by Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The organization has sued to curb vaccine requirements, petitioned federal agencies to revoke vaccine authorizations, and spread misinformation about vaccines. Redwood will join the arm of the CDC that oversees much of the data on potential safety risks from vaccines. CDC and Redwood did not respond to requests for comment. All right, get this. Fast food is seeing a slowdown. A new report from the CDC estimates that Americans were eating less fast food through 2023 than they were a decade ago. Can you believe that? On average, fast food make up, 11.7% of an adult's daily calories, and that's down 14.1% from 14.1% back in 2013. Teenagers also saw a similar dip. What is going on here? Gena Hamshaw is a nutritionist at the Mount Sinai Health System and joins me now to discuss. Gena, excuse me, thank you for coming in and being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Were you surprised by this, and what does it really mean?
I was a little surprised by this, actually. And I think, we hope that this is good news. What we do know is that fast food can be associated with an excess of calories, an excess of sodium, an excess of saturated fats. So if people are eating less fast food, what we hope is that maybe they're having a better balance of nutrients. Maybe they're eating fresher foods as a replacement for the fast food that they were eating before, getting more fiber or getting more micronutrients. It could be good news.
Now, the reason I guess we are surprised by this is the trend has been the opposite for as long as we've been alive.
Yes.
So how are they defining fast food, and why do we think this is happening?
So it's interesting. Fast food was defined as restaurant fast food / pizza. Now, that could encompass a wide variety of foods, ranging from sort of food from the drive-through to food at your local pizza place. So it was a broad category. But I think what it probably signals is that people might be outsourcing their food less. Maybe it means that they're cooking more. Maybe it means that they're turning to store-bought prepared foods instead of fast food. So if they're looking for something convenient, maybe they're purchasing it rather than going to get it while they're out and about.
But let's take the most optimistic perspective and see and interpret it as people moving away from those types of things. What are the health benefits?
I think it's really possible. Again, what we know is that fast foods and prepared foods can be really high in sodium. They can be really high in saturated fat. And an excess of those nutrients it can be associated with chronic health conditions like hypertension or type 2 diabetes. So if
and I just want to clarify, that saturated fat is much more difficult to burn, much more difficult to get rid of because your body can't do anything with it.
Yeah, essentially, it is the kind of fat that's more associated with heart disease. So it's the fat that in the nutrition world, we tend to be more concerned about high consumption of that fat as opposed to the unsaturated fats in, say, avocado or olive oil or nuts and seeds, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
So where should we go from here? Could restaurants and places that serve food offer more healthy options, which many of them have been doing?
Many of them have been doing, and that to me also tells us something about why this trend could be happening. Maybe there's more of a consumer demand for healthier options, and I think that if fast food restaurants want to retain their consumers, they will have to start offering more of those wholesome options for folks, instead of losing them as customers altogether. So what we might see is better cooking methods, less frying, more baking and grilling, more fruits and vegetables on menu, higher fiber foods.
And if you have to eat the bad fast food, cut it in half. That's what I do. Eat the burger, slice it up.
Change the portion size or change the frequency, one or the other. Those are both great ways.
Great advice. Gena Hamshaw, thank you so much for coming in and dealing with my nonsense this morning.
Not at all. Thank you for having me. This was fun.